Hello everybody, this is Brett Darian here, and this is the inside of my VCR. You can see the tape guides there with the white rollers on them, and right there in the center you can see the rotating drum that has the video heads and the audio heads on them that read data from the tape, and they can also record data to the tape as well. And over here to the right, you can see the capstan, as well as the pinch roller, and a few other mechanical parts and plastic pegs and stuff that interact with the cassette. But you can also see how dirty this looks. I didn't actually realize how dirty this was before taking a peek in here. And we're going to try to clean this up today. Because as you play back tapes in your VCR, dust and debris and other contaminants can build up on the heads as well as the other mechanical parts here, and that can cause playback issues. And so far I haven't noticed any particular problems playing back tapes, but I figured it'd be best to clean this up before that happens. So I could just open this up, and I open the whole VCR up and take a cotton swab and clean these parts up. But they did make specific cleaning tapes that would clean these parts up automatically. And I have one of those. I never used it, so we're going to try that today and see how much of this dirt actually comes off. And here is the cleaning cassette that I will be using. It's the Rakuten Video VHS head cleaner. Non-abrasive wet system, and also compatible with full-size VHS camcorders. So that does date it a little bit. But I do really like the 1980s aesthetic here of the packaging. So I really like that. And yeah, I got this brand new at the thrift store. It's still sealed, so it's never been used. So that was a really cool find. So on the back here, it basically gives you the instructions on how to use it. The exclusive 3-slot wet-dry action allows the proper amount of cleaning fluid to reach those critical areas touched by the videotape path. So the tape has slots on the top, so you put 2 drops in each of those slots, and then you put 5 drops here on the supply reel side of the cassette. So it seems like there is fluid supposed to be included with this, I'm guessing. But we'll find out if it does, and if it does include that, we'll see if that's dried up by now, because this has a copyright year, as you can see here, of 1989. So it's as old as me. So we'll see if this fluid is still in here after 36 years, or 37 years now, actually. Wow. So let's open it up for the first time. 37 years. So there it is, the plastic is off. So let's open up the top. Alright, there we go. Oh, it's upside down. Alright. Oh look, they even included some stickers. Alright. Yeah, well that's cool. You can label this just like any other VHS tape. Oh yeah, it does look different, doesn't it? Yeah, so here's the slots on the top where you put 2 drops of the fluid. And here you put the 5 drops. And here's the take-up reel. But is there any fluid in here? Yes. There it is. And hey, what do you know? It sounds like there is fluid in here still. So, Rakuten Video Head Cleaning Solution. So it says to open, puncture plug in the neck of bottle with pin. So I'm just going to see if this will work. I'll try to stick that in there. Yeah, that should have punctured it. See if any fluid comes out. No? Let me try it again. I'll try to go even deeper this time. Well, May have went a little too deep there. See if I can get it out now. Alright. Now we can apply the 5 drops into here. So that's 2. You can't see that here. That's 3 drops. That's 4 drops. And that's 5 drops. And now, let me do it this way. On the top here, we'll add 2 drops. So that's 1 drop. 2 drops. Alright, and now another 2 drops on the other side. Alright, that's all it says to do. So now this tape is ready to be run through the VCR, and we'll see how well it cleans it. Okay, so we are now ready to insert the cleaning cassette into the VCR. So let's do that now. You can see it definitely sounds different as opposed to a standard tape. But on the back of the box here, it says here to play the tape for 10 to 15 seconds. And it recommends cleaning every 30 to 40 hours of operation. I'm sure it's been way longer than that. So let's press play and let it clean. Is it even doing anything? And you can't really see in there. Let me turn the light on here so you can see the action inside. You can see it is moving in there. It is odd though that the counter's not counting up, but this icon seems to indicate that it is playing through. Okay, now it's giving me an error. That's interesting. Alright, well, let's try to reject that. See if anything happened at all. Well, it looks like the take-up reel looks like it was playing through. But the VCR did not seem to like this cassette, though. It was making a lot of weird noises. But let's take a look inside the VCR now, though, and see if anything has been cleaned. And, well, let's see. Well, there is still quite a bit of dust in there, isn't there? It might be a little bit better, but it's still pretty dusty. I'll run it through a couple more times and see if it does any better. Okay, now it's giving me an E2 error. And it will try to play it, but it just doesn't want to. Let's see if it'll play back a normal tape. Well, it's still popping up that error, but it does sound like it's playing normally. Let me try ejecting it. Yeah, let's power it off. Okay, so I've now power cycled the VCR, and it's still flashing the E2 error, which I looked up and it said that it was some kind of mechanical problem, like it may be a belt or something. Of course, that wasn't happening before I put in this tape, the cleaning tape, and I did reapply some more of the cleaning solution. I'm going to try it one more time, but this VCR just does not like this tape at all. And like when I try to fast forward, like I think the tape is moving a little bit, but it's just not working with it very well. I don't think it's even threading it. So this tape is pretty much useless, I guess, for this VCR, unfortunately. And again, if we take one quick look inside again, you can still see there's a lot of dirt in there, so it didn't really clean it off very well. It may look a little better, maybe, just because putting the tape in there and like it may have cleaned it off a teeny bit, but it still looks pretty cruddy in there. It still needs a good cleaning. It will, however, still play a normal tape. Like if I put this tape in, and I press play, you can see here this the video does still come up on screen. I know it's really blown out right now, but that'll fix itself. And I can fast forward. And it is fast forwarding. And yeah, so it is playing back okay, but we're still getting this flashing E2 error. So this cleaning cassette caused this flashing E2 error on this Mitsubishi VCR. Now I know you want to see the inside of the VCR as the tape is being threaded through, or if it even is doing that. So we'll take a look. So this is the inside of the VCR, and this is what the tape is supposed to do when you insert a normal tape. You can see it threads the tape around the drum. And when you press play, it starts playing. And fast forward. And rewind. So despite that flashing E2 error, which is still flashing by the way on the front, it does still operate normally. So now let's see what happens when we put in that cleaning cassette. Well, you can see it did try to thread it, but then it just decided to unthread it. Let's try that one more time. We'll eject it, and then we'll put it back in. And then if I try to fast forward, it tries to thread it again, and then it still errors out. The same thing if I try to play it. The head spins up and tries to thread it, but then it just gives up. So it's just having a harder time loading this cassette. And that might even be because of a belt that might be older and getting stretched. So that might be all it is. If this VCR was brand new, this might work just fine. I do have another VCR I could possibly test this on, but I also don't want to ruin that one either in case this one does just do this, because the other VCR I got is also a Mitsubishi, and that's technically a DVHS machine, so I do not want to mess that one up at all. So I'm not going to try it in that one. But in this one in particular, it does not work very well. It's possible a belt change might help it. It just may not have quite enough torque to thread this special cleaning tape. Since I do have it open though, I may as well do it the proper way and clean the parts with just some IPA and a cotton swab, and surely that'll do the job. Try to clean all the pieces that make contact with the tape itself. And this is all the dirt that I got off using the cotton swabs. You see there was quite a bit of debris, so that should definitely help out a lot. And to clean the heads, I'll just use a piece of paper and rotate the drum clockwise really carefully, and that'll clean the heads. And I put some IPA on the paper. You don't want to use cotton swabs on the drum because that might the cotton can come off the cotton swab and still clog the heads. And we did get a little bit of dirt there. Now that looks a lot better. I did forget to clean the left part over there, but everything else looks much cleaner. And yes, it is still playing a tape just fine. If I didn't use that cleaning cassette, then maybe I wouldn't have this flashing E2 error. Well, that definitely didn't turn out like I expected. I was hoping that this VHS head cleaner cassette would do a pretty good job of cleaning, and perhaps it can, but not in this VCR. It turns out just using regular isopropyl alcohol and cotton swabs was a much better solution than using a cleaning cassette. But despite that though, I'm still going to apply the stickers to the cleaning cassette so that it looks the best. So that goes there. And we'll peel off this one. And I'll try to put this on straight with my unsteady hands. There we go. So now it is labeled the Rekatin or Rekatin or whatever 3D video VHS head cleaner. And they give you a space here to check off each time you use it, because it's supposed to be only good for up to like 30 or 40 uses. So that was my VHS head cleaning adventure. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.